Guys, they said Ebony have finally became submissive. So, as in highly submissive that her actions these days surprise even the king. According to what we are hearing, they said uh, Ebony went on her knees. They said she went to the king. On getting there, she fell flat on the foot of the king, crying, begging the king not to disgrace her in this manner. That maybe she have been loving him the wrong way, that everything that she have done so far is because of the kind of love that she have for the king, that the king should please find a place in his heart to forgive her. And a lot of people are saying that she cannot change, while others are saying that this time around that this one entered very well. Because according to what we are hearing, this Ituwase, the first stage has happened. And that first stage is the elders and the people that are carrying out the process will ask the king if if he is sure about this decision of his. Let it not be that he is making this decision in a haste, due to the way he felt that this is the kind of decision that he needs to think twice before making. And they said during that first stage, the king said yes, that he is sure of that. And the information have it that after that first stage, the second stage, which is about to happen, that if after asking the king over and over again and he said yes, it simply means that he is very sure. It is not a decision he made out of anger or something. So, and if the king said yes, that person or those people involved, that what will happen is that their apartment in the palace, they will go and use palm fronts. You know what is palm fronts? They will go and use it and tie that their apartment. And once that is done, it simply means that this place is a no-go area. Whoever that is living this place is no longer going to leave this place. This is not, I think this particular culture, they are not the only ones that are doing it. Other cultures, like where I come from, maybe when they don't want you to enter a particular land, or maybe when the land is in dispute, when two people or three people are dragging that land, most times what they do is to go and tie those palm fronts there. And the moment palm fronts are tied there, nobody can cross that place again. It will tell you that this is a no-go area. So they said if during the second process or second stage of this Ituwase, if the king says yes again, that the first thing they will do the next day is to go and tie the chambers of the queens involved. They will tie it with this palm front. And you know that the moment that happens, anybody who passes that side will know that that the king is no longer interested in marrying that person. And they said this carries a very high significance. Not only that, a lot of things are involved. So Ebony must have thought that if she keep quiet and allow this Ituwase to get to that stage, that means all that she have sacrificed, all that she have done, both the good and the bad, that she have done in that palace to be in the life of the king, it will be a wasted years and wasted effort and wasted resources. Because the truth is that these women, they have invested a lot, both in juju and other means. According to what we are hearing, no, don't forget that these are all alleged information. So if everything we are hearing about them is the truth, they must have invested a lot. Is it the money they are giving to the elders to be supporting them? Or is it the juju pot that they are carrying up and down? Now, person will get money, they do juju, na shebi una know. So if it is true that everything we're hearing about them is the truth, and this situation is also truth, it simply means that if at the end of it, Shikabiesi succeeded in carrying out all the process, you could see that they have wasted both time, money, and resources, and it's all going to affect their integrity in the land, especially she. that carries herself with so much, what I say, respect and all of that, as in. So that is what she must have thought about. And they said she went and they wept. They said she wept bitterly on the foot of the king, begging the king not to continue with this process, that she is going to change for good, that she loves Kabiyesi so much. And since she have seen that the way she is loving the king is hurting him and making him do things that is costing them their love and everything, that she is going to change. That those things that she have been doing without knowing that it is hurting the king, thinking that she is securing her territory, that she is going to let everything go and focus on loving the king and taking care of her children. They said she wept. And Kabiyesi, on the other hand, from what we heard, did not tell her, okay, I will continue or I will not continue. You know, they said Kabiyesi was like, what is she doing? Because from the look of things, it's beginning to look like their tears no longer moves the king. And I believe that this is because of how far they have pushed the king. Because before now, we keep hearing that whenever they offend the king, the next thing, the person will come and cry and beg, and the king will forgive them. But the funny part of it is that before a day or two passes by, you will hear another one that they have done again. The same person that the king just forgave and all of that. Someone like Igbi, they said whenever Igbi commit one thing or the other, she will run away from the palace. After few days, she will come back and start begging. And the king definitely forgives them. But with these last ones we are hearing, man, things have changed. It have changed completely. Because that immunity remover, at first, I could not believe that Kabiyesi will continue with it, you know. But I was surprised to hear that it was carried out. And now, it's getting to the stage of Ituwase. And this Ituwase, they said, is the final stage. If that happens, that simply means that their marriage with the king is cancelled. It has hit the rock and all of that. So, since Kabiyesi did the first one, that is immunity remover, that is why Ebony have seen that, Kabiyesi is no longer joking this time. Oh. Whatever he promised that he would do, he is doing it. So the best thing for me to do right now is to humble myself. And they said she was highly humbled. You know, she became so submissive. This time she wasn't talking about it's because of the affection you are showing to the original queen that you're not showing us. No, they said she wasn't talking like that. She was begging, concentrating on begging alone. Allegedly, oh, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Thanks for watching. Bye. I love you.